Recently, we have seen Infinity Ward take some different steps with how they're managing the actual maps in this game by adding in 6v6 maps into the 10v10 playlist, and they also added the Palace map that was recently in 10v10, only for Team Deathmatch though. You couldn't get into it if you tried Domination, so I never got to play that map because you guys know how TDM is in this game, which I will be talking about later in the commentary here. But they put in the Palace map into the Ground War rotation. So they are messing around with different style maps and putting them with different player counts. But honestly, I was just thinking because Modern Warfare is such a rough game to play. Let's be real here. 6v6 is probably the worst game mode out of the whole game. If you go on YouTube and you just browse any of the pub stompers or just casual commentators, anybody who makes any content for Call of Duty games, nobody's really stuck in the 6v6 playlist. Now, you see a lot of 6v6 gameplay on my channel. I do enjoy trying to get my clips in there. It feels more like Call of Duty, but as you guys know, it's rough. This year, they completely ruined 6v6, and it just doesn't feel natural like other Call of Duty games feel like. Now, they have been trying to release different maps that cater a little bit more to the 6v6 playstyle. They brought in Shoot House, which honestly runs very fast-paced, and a lot of the issues that you see in 6v6 and the other maps like Piccadilly, quote-unquote Piccadilly, you guys know this map. It plays a lot differently, and at least you can find people in Shoot House compared to Piccadilly, but other than that, I don't really have an urge to play 6v6. Besides maybe playing the new maps that are coming out, like I loved playing Crash, I want to see Vacant into the rotation as well. Shipment will be exciting to play too. I like playing the new DLC maps that are coming into the game. But other than that, I just don't really have any incentive to want to play 6v6. The only way I would play 6v6 is if I'm craving some hardpoint or HQ. But even when I play those game modes, 10v10 maps still show up into the rotation on that. So honestly, I was thinking, let's just strip 6v6 out of the game. At this point, I don't see really any reason to keep 6v6 in the rotation. It's a awful game mode in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and it just doesn't work, sadly. It just does not work. It has no flow. And if you're an FPS fan, even if you're not a hardcore FPS fan, even if you just casually play games that are shooters every once in a while, you know that flow is everything. Flow is key to having a successful video game. And it blows my mind that a AAA developed video game has no flow. It's like we paid $60 for a broken game. It doesn't make any sense to me. Now, I guess maybe they should keep 6v6 in the game. Because like I said, there's still maps like Shoot House, which don't tend to a lot of the audience. But still, it will definitely have that 6v6 flow that a lot of people are craving. But I think the best thing that they could possibly do, if this massive overhaul is not coming, if they're not going to do anything to this game, if the devs are going to be that stubborn to not fix this game, because keep in mind, Activision actually stated that they didn't know if people were going to enjoy this Call of Duty game. So who knows? Activision might have told Infinity Ward to make it this way. Infinity Ward has no option. They have no other way to make it besides the way that we're playing it. Some weird test, I'm assuming, by Activision. But they clearly knew that the community was not going to enjoy this. Now, I don't know if the community could rebel enough. Like I said in past commentaries, they're already sending out surveys to get people back. I think Activision really messed up with this one. They didn't know if the community was going to like it, but they didn't know that the whole community was just going to bail and go to a different video game. But things are rough right now with this game, so who knows? Things might turn around. But if they don't turn around, then I think they just need to bring all of the 6v6 maps and just put them into the 10v10 playlist. Don't even bother making any more 10v10 maps. They haven't even made any new 10v10 maps in the DLC map packs that they're bringing out. They're only worried about Ground War, 2v2, and 6v6. They didn't even bother putting any more 10v10 maps into the 10v10 playlist. So you might as well just put all the 6v6 ones that you have lined out right now and stuff them into 10v10. Just to give 10v10 a little bit more of that content. Because strangely, the maps have more flow. And like I said, flow is everything for an FPS game. So if these maps have more flow in the 10v10 playlist, just do it. Just put them in there. Because even now, to this day, I swear the bridge map, I don't know if they have some hard-on for this map and a hard-on for Piccadilly. and a hard-on for the town map for ground war, but these are like the only maps I get. No matter how many times I back out and rejoin, back out, rejoin, back out, rejoin, it's like bridge, 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 Piccadilly, Piccadilly. It's like, oh, I don't have any other options. So just put them all in. Just put them all in, and I will be beyond satisfied. Now with 6v6, I think they should continue to bring out more maps, but just keep them to the basic style of Shoot House. Have the smaller scaled maps and stuff like that. By all means, you could keep 6v6 for that playstyle. But any larger scaled maps, they just don't work in 6v6 on this game. It's too slow. Players do not want to move anywhere, and the best techniques are just to hold the strangest yet craziest angles you could possibly get, and not change to any other angle. Just hold that angle all game until someone walks into your lines of sight. So honestly, if that's how 6v6 is going to play, I'm not even going to bother. I'd rather play 10v10 all year long. And at least in Ground War, there's no insane amounts of skill-based matchmaking. So if you're looking for a more casual experience where you don't have to hold the hardest angles every single game against people who are trying to grind for that 4KD, so they're just holding nasty angles with M4s. If you're just looking for an experience where you can run around, hop around, and just get into some quick gunfights, Ground War is a little bit easier than it is in 6v6. But 10v10, me personally, I think that's my solid point with this game. That's where I get the most fun out of this game. Because yes, it still has the same playstyle as 6v6, but to me personally, it just has more flow. The maps are harder to understand, but once you find out the locations that you need to post up, or mostly just hang around the B flag, enemies will just start swarming to you. And since there's more enemies than there is in 6v6, you will see more people, which I think is why I personally prefer 10v10 over 6v6. So by all means, put the 6v6 maps into 10v10 and call it a day. I don't know what they're going to do with the 6v6 game mode. Me personally, you might as well just scrap it. I'd even play 10v10 on Shoot House. I'm a Call of Duty 4 player. I play Call of Duty 4 constantly. It's probably one of my favorite games. Either Call of Duty 4 or Call of Duty World at War. One of those two are going to be my favorite game. I cannot decide, I'm sorry, because they're both so dang good. But Call of Duty 4 I play constantly. It's no hacked lobbies at all. I can play it any day, at any time, honestly, even if it's 3 in the morning. So if you want some Call of Duty 4 action, definitely head over to PC and pick it up, because PC lobbies are lit when it comes to COD 4. But the majority of all of them are ground war games, of like 10v10, 12v12, and sometimes even more players on the basic 6v6 maps, and it's a blast. I'd prefer to play 10v10 on these smaller scaled maps any day, because in Call of Duty it's straight utter chaos. It's so insane. So even seeing 10v10 come to Shoot House, I wouldn't care. It will just add more action for me and more people to mow down. Higher fragged games and stuff. Nukes would be... Dude, don't even bother starting with me about that. I love 10v10 when it comes to Call of Duty titles. But it's sad because even though I do love 10v10, 6v6 just feels more like Call of Duty. That's what I know Call of Duty to be like. It's just a natural feeling. And I can't get it this year. I cannot get that 6v6 vibe. It's just not there. No matter how many times I try to get that good old Call of Duty flow, it just doesn't happen in 6v6. It's very rare. It does happen on the occasion. But you have to find the right lobby where people are actually willing to actually have a good time instead of sweating about their KD all the time and just camping for high KD stats. You know, it's hard to find those type of lobbies where you can get that enjoyable experience. So 6v6 it's kind of beat this year, I'm not going to lie. I don't think I can play it at all. It's very rough. And now, what do we even do about TDM and free-for-all? How could we possibly go about fixing this? I've never seen so many time limit gameplays in my life. In my life! How do you fix an issue like this? Obviously, the community knows. We all know how to solve these issues, but are the devs going to listen to us to actually solve these issues? And if not, you might as well just take those out of the game as well. It's no point in having any of this. There's no point in having these 6v6 maps in 6v6. You might as well put them in 10v10 if you're not going to fix the game. And if you're not going to fix the game, just scrap TDM and free-for-all. All of it is broken. All of it. Why is there so many time limit gameplays going on in this video game? It really doesn't make any sense. But you guys seriously gotta let me know. You have to let me know about this. First off, do you guys think that 6v6 should stay in the game, or if it should be taken out of the game? And also, do you think that all of the 6v6 maps, should they be put into the 10v10 rotation? Or should they just stay out of the rotation and have the 10v10 maps stay in their own lane? What do you guys personally think? Seriously, if you want my personal opinion, I think all of the 6v6 maps should be put straight into the 10v10 rotation. I think that would probably be one of the best things you could possibly do for this game. But are they going to do it? I don't know. Probably not. These devs are in their own little la-la land. Even though they did put back Shoot House 24/7 when a lot of people complained about that. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe good things are coming for this game. But I just want to know your guys' opinion, because to me personally, I think 6v6 is completely toxic. And I want to know if you guys think it's toxic as well. And what do we do about TDM and free-for-all? What do we do? Please leave a comment down below on what you guys think the main things that you could do to fix free-for-all and TDM, so it would be less time limit gameplays. I'm done with this nonsense. I'm tired of all of the 10-minute games. So please go ahead and leave your comments down below. I love reading them all, and I appreciate each and every one of them. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. If you hated it, you can always dislike. If you're brand new to this channel and you found it through the YouTube search, you can always go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell notification button if you want to be notified on all of my recent uploads. If you want to chat with me or see some behind-the-scenes clips, follow me over on Twitter at JbowenDaMan. And also, if you just want to catch me live streaming, I'm over on Twitch as well, JbowenDaMan. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.